In this video, we are going to cover the Gordon growth model. Now, what is Gordon growth model? The Gordon growth model assumes that the company's dividends are growing at a constant rate till perpetuity, till infinity, right? And we have to find out the value of the company, right? So, please note that the value of the company is also here called as a terminal value or horizon value. Right? Now, how this Gordon growth formula is arrived at? So we will try to understand this Gordon growth formula. So assuming the company has paid a dividend of D0 and the dividend is growing at a rate of at a rate of G, so the next period dividend will be D0 into 1 plus G. Right? The next period dividend will be D0 into 1 plus G whole square and so on till infinity. Right? So this is the dividend. Now if I have to find out the value of the company, so what we have to do is, so we have to compute the value of the company. The value of the company will be D0 1 plus G divided by 1 plus cost of equity to the power 1, because this dividend is coming at the end of 1 year. Right? So then the next dividend we have to add, because we are computing the present value. So the next dividend what we will do is we will discount it for 2 period and then we'll do so on and so forth. Now if you recognize this, okay, this is a geometric progression with common ratio as 1 plus G divided by 1 plus KE. Right? And the summation is the value of the company. So this summation is the value of the company. Right? Now how do I solve? So let's say suppose this is equation number 1. How do I solve this equation? Okay, and it is, please note that going till infinity. What we can do is we can apply a basic concept and we say that equation 1 I will be multiplying with 1 plus G by 1 plus KE. The moment we do that, what will happen? The left hand side will become V into 1 plus G by 1 plus KE. So the left hand side will become V into 1 plus G by 1 plus KE, and the right hand side, the first term, if you see, if you multiply this term, this full term with 1 plus G by 1 plus KE, what will happen? This will become to the power 2 and this will become to the power 2. So that is what will happen here. So we'll say to the power 2 and to the power 2. And the next term will become to the power 3. The next term, this is to the power 3 and so on and so forth. Right? Now one interesting thing you will find that if I subtract 2 from 1, what will happen? So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. So let's put this as equation number 2. If I subtract, so LHS will be V minus V into 1 plus G by V plus K. But right hand side, if you see, what you are seeing is that this and this term is common, and then this next term and this term will be common. So when you subtract, this will become cancelled, right? And you will be left with only this term, which is D0 into 1 plus G by 1 plus KE. Right? And in the left hand side, you will be left with V minus V into 1 plus G by 1 plus KE. So what will happen if you write this way? It will become V minus V into 1 plus G by 1 plus KE. Okay, and your right hand side will be this particular term. Okay, right, and then you can solve this. The left hand side you can take V common, it will become 1 minus 1 plus G by KE. Okay, right hand side will remain the same, and we can further simplify. What will happen if you simplify? You can see this. If you simplify, this 1 plus KE can be the denominator and it will come here. So it will come as 1 plus KE minus 1 plus G whole divided by 1 plus KE. Right? And this 1 plus KE and this 1 plus KE, this and this will get cancelled off. So we will be left with, so we'll cancel this and we'll cancel this. So we'll be left with V into 1 and this 1 will get cancelled, 1 minus 1 will get cancelled, so we'll be left with ke minus g. Ke minus g is equal to d0 into 1 plus g, right? And hence the value will be very simple. We can say value will be this divided by ke minus g. So this is your Gordon growth formula, that is value is equal to d1 or d0 into 1 plus g by ke minus g. Note that when the growth is equal to 0, this becomes v is equal to d0 by g by ke, which is the value of a preferred stock, because in the preferred stock the dividend does not grow, right? But if there is a growth, this will be the value. And if the growth is higher, you will find that ke minus g will be lower and the value will be higher. So you will find that typically if a company is growing very fast, the value is very high. Okay, so with that, what we have is long-term constant growth rate in the dividend is, we can compute, which is 106 is the next dividend divided by the current dividend minus 1. So 6% is the growth rate of the dividend. And what is the horizon value? Horizon value is equal to d0 into 1 plus g or d1 also divided by ke, which is cost of equity minus g. So 1767, that is the value of the equity also, right? So that is the terminal value of the equity. Now we have to compute the per share. So we know this per share is 40. So the value of the company will be 44. So in this way you can understand the timeline of the company. So you have got d0 here and it is all growing at constant rate of g. We have to find out the value here, which comes to 44.17 per share, and this is the terminal value. Okay, note that when we do the two-stage model, you will have more clarity. Let's see the two-stage model.